Hello, 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 beautiful people. We found out his rationale, his motivation, his whole reason for going to this haunted village was he broke up with his girlfriend. In any case, anywhere I could get tools to fix a flat tire. There might be some in the Nosata mansion. I swear I'm not going to remember all these names. Nosato mansion? Yep, it's the biggest place in Yasumizu. If you can't find something there, you won't find it anywhere else in the village. I see. Then let's give it a shot. I don't really recommend meeting the guy, but I can't think of any other ideas. Okay. Someone important again? Yep, and he's kind of messed up to boot. Like, more messed up than everyone else here. And so, we walked up the hill and arrived at this so-called Nosato mansion, in air quotes. From what I could tell, it was located at the highest point in the settlement. And like Chiemi said, it was definitely a hell of a building. It had an elegant western design, which would probably look even better if the place were better maintained. And there's the judgment for this section. There must always be a judgy comment. The yard was overgrown. The building itself was pretty much buried in ivy and small trees. If someone told me it was cursed, I'd instantly believe them. Did people actually live here, in this garbage mansion? I wonder if the intercom works. She pressed the button next to the aged iron gate. Yasumizu was a quiet place, so I could easily hear the bell ring inside. Okay, should we try again? Let's not. We'll piss him off. Moody guy, huh? Moody? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. I wasn't sure what she meant, even though I was the one who used the word, but I opted to just wait rather than ask more questions. Soon enough, the person in question walked out of the mansion. What is it? Who are you? He wasn't young, but he didn't look middle-aged either. He certainly looked high-strung. Very much like myself. That much was true. Hello, Nosato-san. It's Serizawa. I know you, Chiemi Serizawa. I'm asking the young man with you. Haruaki-san. This is Kiyonosuke Nosato-san. Kiyonosuke-san, this is Haruaki Fusaishi. He got into the announcement. That introduction was the briefest one yet, even though it felt like a tongue twister. Huh? Huh? What? I explained the situation again for like the 9th or 10th time. He furrowed his brow when I mentioned the Saranaga, in addition to the reason we were here. So, I need repair tools so I can get out of here as soon as possible. Are the tires tubeless? Huh? I have patches, but I think fixing tubeless tires would be a bit too much for an amateur. Though, there's no problem if you aren't. Oh, but if the tube bursts, you have no chance but to change it, and I don't have any spares here. Obviously. And I wouldn't give them if I did. I'm sorry, but I'm not too knowledgeable about that. But I said I could try to fix the bike myself, even though I have no knowledge. What a waste of time. I recommend spending however many thousands you need to have repairmen come and pick you up. Thank you. I had no retort to that. Oh, but Masato-san, I don't think we can have any more outsiders come here right now. Huh? Haven't you been to a proper city? Don't tell me you still believe that nonsense. I'd be fine with it, but I doubt the elders would be. We've had too many visitors these past few days. I don't care what you Yasumizu peasants think. What do you expect me to do anyway? Fix the tires myself and get oil all over me? I'd never suggest that. I just think that Fujiyoshi Village head should help a troubled visitor. How about, instead of relying on me only when it's convenient, you should just give him a traditional Yasumizu welcome, you know? Throw him off the cliff. Amen to that, brother. Amen. Whoa, what the hell? Come on, you can't say that. You can't talk about murdering him right in front of him, anyway. Kim is telling us that? Shouldn't slightly off. I can feel a bit of irritation behind her words. I know it might be a bother, but can you at least lend me the tools? What? I'll just borrow them. You won't hear or see me work. I can even pay. Well, I don't mind that much, but I want compensation for anything you break. Student or not, I'll have you act proper. Then he pointed to the garage and walked back to the mansion. Man, I thought you were screwed there. What the hell's a burst tube? Wow, that's really lame. What, you think every biker can fix a bike by just crashing with a wrench or something? Even though I said I couldn't fix the bike. I don't know, but there's a lot of girls who are into guys good with cars and stuff. Oh, so you're into Satoshi. Nope. He's just acting like he's smart. He probably never heard a thing in his life. The guy's not nearly as experienced as he had to think. Like, sexually, he's a virgin. He has, like, no sexual experience. He is our village's 4-year virgin. Huh? Then why does he have a bike repair stuff? The Nasato Mansion is basically the Yasumizu branch of the Nasato family. Their main mansion is in Kamifuji-yoshi. Whatever they don't need there, they send over here. I heard Kiyonosuke-san was given a car 5 or 6 years ago, but he couldn't drive it at all, so it's been gathering dust ever since. Damn, that was the countryside for you. Couldn't hide your shame if your life depended on it. Anyway, I now need the man with the condescending, pretentious type. Very relatable. He still helped me out though, and it was true I didn't know much about bike repairs, so I couldn't really get mad. Anyway, let's just take everything that looks like it could be useful. Like bandits, huh? I'm in. So, are we going to talk about the cliff thing? Sure I'm not bothering you? I'd feel down without anyone to talk to. Just keep chatting. It helps. The instructions that came from the repair kit told me that my bike's tires were a rather difficult type to repair. Apparently I had to remove the tires. Cool, where did I even start with that? Well, as long as I didn't break it, nothing I could do could be worse than having to call road service down here, so I tried taking it apart. But as I removed whatever nuts I could, I made the situation even worse than what it was, because of course I did. Yep, this really wasn't a job for an amateur. You seem to be having a rough time. You can make this treat, Jamie-chan. The food from the village that you haven't touched yet. Wow, thank you. Whoa, this looks serious. Man, the things are just no good. Hey, the benefits of culture is great, as long as they don't break. Much. Think you can fix it for Sunday? That might be hard. He's kind of an idiot. But don't worry, though. Worst comes to worst, I'll do something. Looks at the cliff. I really appreciated how she handled the visitors in my steed. Hey, Jimmy. Is it hard to get a bike license? I don't know. I know that scooter licenses are easy. I have one myself. Actually, mid-sized bike licenses are pretty hard to get. You need to take a course, just like with cars. You like bikes? The hell? What's the matter with you? How much was that anyway? 800,000 yen, brand new. But I won't spend the 10,000 yen to have road service car. Holy shit. What the hell? That's way too high. Are you an idiot or what? How'd you get that much? Part-time jobs and all that. And we got into an accident. Poor Haruaki-san. Shiemi-sensei, if I may ask, what happened to my share of the fruit? Oh no, I ate it all. Oh no, totally unintentional. It looks like you're not having some. I didn't want sympathy from the one responsible. As I told her off for not leaving me any food, I somehow removed the tires. I could only hope I'd be able to fix this up. I'd had this thing for less than a month. Oh no, you spent 80 grand and fucked it up within a month. That's even worse. but the trouble it was putting me through made it feel somewhat dear to me. I wanted to fire it up again and make it go as fast as it could. Suddenly, I heard an engine. I felt like it was mocking me, so it started working, but it was just daring me to get angry. Hold on, an engine? Here? I stopped working and turned around to see an unfamiliar van driving through a plaza. Barring the classic-looking piece of junk in Misato's garage, this was the first time I'd seen a car here. As far as I knew, no one living here actually owned a car, so... These are the journalists I told you about. I knew it. She didn't tell me. I totally knew it. Once the van stopped, a lady stepped out of it. Hello! Oh, she's pretty. For first class. Hello! I'll be bothering you again today. You're a new face. Hello. My name's Haruaki Bike Crash. Don't be so hard on yourself. She's like, what? Crap. That was no time for an inside joke. I quickly introduced myself properly. I crashed not too far away, so I'm stuck here for the time being. I see. So you're a student? Sorry about the trouble you're going through. Oh, and this is me. The woman gave me her business card. Sako Mamiya, a freelance writer. Her pen name was Kyoko Hose. Have you ever read Kyoko Hose's articles? Sorry. Figured. I'm not a big name yet, and the magazines that do get printed are marketed for housewives and the elderly. So I came to this village, where there's a housewife and some elderly people. That's some pretty intense competition. What do you write anyways? Food reviews. I specialize in unusual dishes. Like the foulest smelling canned food in the world or something? Yep. Well, your usual brand of weirdness doesn't attract much attention these days, so I'm looking for minor culinary oddities local to Japan. Anyway, if you know any weird dishes from your hometown, do tell me. I traveled a length of Japan to give it a try. I'm desperately trying to find my breakout article. I'll find it in your hometown. A student from the lab I frequented once made pork miso soup with a mushroom we found on campus. We had mass hallucinations, bro. Those are some interesting shrooms. And no flashes of brilliance or poisons, please. Don't fucking kill me, you damn graduate student. As we chatted, I became curious. Always curious. By the way, weren't there two of you? Yes, and I'm here with a partner. He just needs some time to, Oh, there he is. I looked at the van and became completely awestruck. It felt like the van had shed its skin or something. That made no sense, but seriously, how did this fit in there? Oh, bro, you fucked up. Now you're fat shit. Fuck this main character. He was gargantuan. Takumi-san was something, but this man was on the level of a foreigner's heavyweight wrestler. Damn. Though, unlike Takumi-san, this man was primarily fat rather than muscle. Again, when I get the soonest opportunity, I will try to kill this main character. As he walked out to the driver's seat, the van shook wildly. Yugai Hashimoto-san, a photographer. He's way more famous than me, because you know, he's more than just his weight. He works in all sorts of fields. I imagine you've seen some of his photos without even knowing it. Okay. I didn't know much about photography, but I was definitely convinced. There was a certain kind of authority, or gravity, but gravity from the mass. The amount of mass he had around him, pulling me in. Okay? He wasn't saying a word, and I couldn't tell what he was thinking. Nice to meet you. I'm Haruaki Fusashi. Was he even alive? He didn't acknowledge my presence, so there must be something wrong with him. Hello. After a strange pause, he slowly bowed, like the moving mountain he was, and greeted me with a voice like a titan. He seemed somewhat difficult to grapple. This is your last day here, isn't it? Yep, Oriba-san said she'd let me try her prized Shishinare. I don't know if an outsider can handle it. I have my stomach aches and I'm sure I'll be fine. And so Mamiya-shi and Hashimoto-shi walked off to the dining hall. Who would have thought that such a beauty was a delicacy hunter? So, I had to admit that guy was kind of charming. As intrigued as I was, I couldn't waste any more time. I had to fix my bike already. Oh, whoa there. A lot of things had surprised me here in Yasumizu, but nothing as much as this. Another old man. Hello? No reaction. At first glance, he looked like a poor man, too senile to think and perceive properly. You need something from me? I made sure to speak as clearly as possible. It didn't look like he understood. Okay. I figured it was best just to ignore him and resume the repairs, but... Coming. I looked at him again. He's like, oh no. He was still, just standing there like his soul and brain had left his body. A vacant stare. Yellowed eyes. How open mouth covered in saliva. Coming. He spoke again. What's coming? I'm coming. Though his voice was too hoarse to make out. Come again? I placed my hand against my ear. He finally understood what I wanted and prepared to whisper something. I brought my ear closer and... The wolf is coming! Ooh, I like the eye twist, you know. The sudden shout caught me completely off guard and made me fall into the ground. He looked down at me laughing. He clapped and opened his half-toothless mouth into a wide smile. The wolf is coming, the wolf is coming. He bent his body in a weird way, laughed like he was convulsing, turned around, and just left. Low-key, that my face too though. How do I kiss him? Oh, I'm too late. Shammy had joined the journalist and only just came back. Late? For what? Gramps over there loves messing around with strangers like that. Wait, that's your grandpa? No. I don't even know his name. He's been in Yasumizu forever. And he's always like that. It felt less like he was just messing around and more like he's a bit touched in the head. Very accurate name. Yep, everyone calls him the old man who cried. Name after the boy who cried, I assume. Doesn't work as well though. Wolves, eh? As far as I knew, there were no wild wolves in Japan. There used to be, but after the last sighting in either the Meiji or Showa era, they've been considered extinct here, because, you know, I think you hunted them all down to extinction. Modern Japan's image of wolves came from the Western fairy tales and the like. It wasn't into anything in our own culture or life. Even the boy who cried wolf was a Western tale. Did his brand of insanity make him repeat the tale or something? A bit weirded out by the circumstances, I went back to repairing my bike. After a bit more time, I somehow took off the rubber from the tires and removed the tubes. Both tires were pierced by some really rusty nails. Fuck, this kind of stuff only happened at the worst of times. Like going down roads for 4 hours straight that I'm not used to. Then I applied the patches and filled them with air using a manual pump. I wet the tubes, there were no bubbles, meaning no air was leaving them. Things were looking pretty good. But then, the fire mission attacked. After the high schoolers came back from school and passed by, no one else stopped to talk. Shammy was looking a bit bored now. I think I got it. Seriously? But it all seems so hopeless. Well, sorry. Though I still need to rebuild this. That's gonna be a lot of work. And you'll be able to leave them? Like, hurry? Now? Yeah, believe me. No, I shouldn't stay here long. I can take a hint. Thank God. She didn't seem to care that much. Guess I had no chance of her, huh? I wonder what clued you in. You've been at this for hours. How are you holding up? Need a break? Well, I'd be better if someone didn't take away my lunch break. Hey, I gave you some crackers, didn't I? But that wasn't enough to save a guy in his mid-20s. Still, I'm pretty fine. I'll push forward a bit more. You can go if you want. I've been introduced to just about everyone here. Really? Well, there's no real need to, right? I'll stay around a bit longer. I came back here because I was bored, and it's not like I'm busy. Couldn't you play around with your 52 guy friends? Why are we at... Oh, judgy bitch. I take it back. I came because I wanted to be bored. Living the city is so annoying and tiring, especially with 52 guys texting me all the time. Oh. Sorry, I lied about the 52 guys. Why? Because I wanted to keep you in check. Got it? Why would she feel attacked like that only to reveal her hand? Hey, did you really get dumped by your girlfriend? And now she asked me that? I did. Why the fuck would I lie about that? I'm being honest here. I see. Well, after that relentless assault, it wouldn't be fair unless I played my own card. Wanna come with? Huh? It's a two-seater? Yeah. There's even an extra helmet. It's not dry yet, though. I'm obviously leaving soon, and so unless you have something planned, you can join me. We can even go on a bike tour if you have enough time. I could take you anywhere. Flexible, open to fine-tuning, wild and charming. This was a good date invitation, if I do say so myself. Oh, and that's exactly what he said, if I said so myself. That sounds great. I have no plans. Oh? I'll go get my stuff then. Jamie smiled and turned around to head to her place. She didn't look back at me, and... You should hurry before I change my mind. Yeah, sure. Well, that made me motivated. This was one tiring trip, but at least I met someone good along the way. I just forget everything I didn't want to remember along the way with her. I could only hope that the clever girl and I would eventually grow closer. With that ulterior motive in mind, I resumed rebuilding the bike. After several failed attempts, I was finally making some good progress putting the bike back together. Afternoon had passed, and it was almost evening. At the rate I was going, I'd definitely be working while it was dark. Would that even be possible? It might be way past midnight by the time I was done. Jenny might dump me for that, because, she's already dating me. Man, life sure was hard. I have it so hard here. The plaza I'd worked in was now totally empty. There was no one around me. All I could hear was the wind, the frogs, and the tools in my hand. It was desolate, to say the least. I suddenly felt really weak. It made me keenly aware of being in a place I didn't belong, and that I was preparing to escape. It was an oppressive atmosphere, like the bars of a cage were slowly swinging shut. What's this, Haruaki? Think you're gonna get attacked or something? I tried to laugh it off, but it didn't work. As I became more conscious of my surroundings, I began to hear things I hadn't noticed before. I heard a voice. Someone was singing. Is it the little girl? It was an inarticulate little girl's voice. I stopped my work. Before I knew it, I put my tools down and gone looking for the source. Was I that starved for human presence? Or did the malaise make me feel like I was in danger? I walked down the hill to where the song came from. Passing the tall grass, I arrived. Thank you, dramatic pauses. I appreciate it. Guardians are strange thing. This is what the pine. The field is covered with tall grass. There were countless rocks making out of it. Unlike the boulders all over this blizzard, these were only up to my waist. They looked like gravestones. 6, the badge are hung along the great river walkways. The fields extended into the dusky, western sky before ending at a cliff. This was the lowest spot in Yasumizu, the border of South Mountain. This was where the uniform went off. There's a large pine right at the edge. 8, the donut below, meaning rice snows on the mountain, because this totally lines. The evening sun, the stones, and the pines' shadow gave the field a strange aura. A little girl was just running in circles through it. Her steps were awkward. At this moment, the space was alien. I felt like I was looking at Georgia from, Georgia's Bizarre Adventures. Giorgio de Chirico painting. The place felt like it didn't belong in this world. So, I came to understand that this place was special. It was a sacred, mystical ground where no outsiders were welcome. Where I clearly came. Edgar! Hi, Edgar. How you be doing, buddy? I think I just saw you there, so bless up. I appreciate you for coming and listening to my stupid narration. But I'm having a little bit of fun. Unless I already lost you, which in case that's perfectly understandable. It was a sacred, mystical ground where no outsiders were welcome. Low key, today was kind of a... There was an irritable day today. Here, probably, this would be a good place to stop my recording, so this doesn't get recorded in the YouTube video. Give me one quick second.